Check, 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 check.
Checkmate. Check.
Hi, I'm Archie Griffin. Whatever the sport, wherever it's played, there's one thing the student athletes, coaches, and fans can all share: sportsmanship. The Ohio High School Athletic Association's Respect the Game campaign reminds us that school sports are about so much more than wins and losses. On behalf of the OHSAA, let's all do our part to make school sports a fun, positive, and rewarding experience that student athletes will remember for a lifetime. Every game, every time, let's all respect the game.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Poland Stadium at Coach Dave Pavlansky Field, home of the Bulldogs, where we have an amazing culture of sportsmanship and winning. I'd like to take this opportunity to wish both teams the very best of luck tonight, and go Dogs.
The world of education is driven by numbers. So is the one company more schools and universities call on when fire or water damage strikes: 1-800-SERVPRO. The #1 choice in commercial cleanup and restoration.
Living with joint pain isn't easy, but lately dealing with it has felt even harder. So you've been putting up with it. That stops today. Today you stand up for yourself and say enough, and we solve it. Because we have the solutions to get you back on your feet. You're ready. It's your time. Visit mercy.com/ortho to book an appointment and get started with your joint replacement today. Mercy Health, healthcare for the universe of you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The Board of Education, Superintendent, Principal, and Athletic Director of Poland Seminary High School extends to each of you a cordial welcome. We are pleased that you are here tonight. Poland Seminary High School and West Branch High School are members of the Ohio High School Athletic Association and abide by high standards of conduct, competition, and...
Hi, hello, and welcome to the Steel Valley Soccer Game of the Week between Poland and visiting West Branch. I'm here with Dan Conley, and our cameraman has been replaced. Sorry, Chris, you're out of a job today.
Some big shoes to fill. But I know he's going to do a better job than I ever did, so I'm happy he's here to do it.
That's 100%. It's kind of a soggy day, but it looks to be dry right now. Big blow to Poland. Missing a player, huh, Dan?
Yeah, they're missing one of their players to watch. Ava Blinsky, she was a third-team All-Steel Valley last year. That's a very big blow for Poland, especially for the first game of the year against arguably one of their toughest games.
Yeah, so coming off, not something you want to see in the first home game of the year. First game of the year, actually, if I'm not mistaken, for both teams.
Yeah, we were here for Poland's first game of the year last year when they played Canfield, and they didn't have a great showing that first game, but they made great improvements as the season went on.
All right, here's their starting lineups.
Number 11, Haley V. Burton. Number 13, Sierra Evans. Number 14, Grace Bates. Number 16, Ava Stahl. Number 18, Eliza Hurst. Number 31, Presley Edley. And number 33, Audrey Eaton.
Let's see if this works. Sim, can you hear me? You could pinch that to make it a little bigger. The screen. Zoom in just a little if you need to.
Freshman Haley Singer.
I lied. Maybe there's a slider on the bottom.
Number 6, senior Samantha Coneyville, captain. Number 8,
I
freshman
lied. There's a slider
Ellie
on the
Hubbard.
right.
Number 9, senior Sophia Gregory. Number 12, senior Kennedy Berger. Number 21, senior Chloe Dennison, captain. Number 23, senior Mirabella Beckett. Number 24, senior Maddie Klingensmith. Number 26, senior Lauren Gossett. Number 28, senior Zoe Sanders. And number 29, Aubriana Thomas, senior captain. The West Branch Lady Warriors are coached by Cheryl Ficco, Zachary Dean, and Molly Daly. And now, your Poland Lady Bulldog Soccer. Tonight's non-starters are number 0, Lily McDonald. Number 3, Evelyn Wharton. Number 10, Addie DeMay. Number 11, Dolce de Gregory. Number 14, Ava Blinsky. Number 16, Leah Liu. Number 19, Abby Angel. Number 21, Eliana Lloyd. And here are your starters for the Poland Lady Bulldog Soccer tonight. Starting in goal, number 1, senior Leanne Williams, captain. Number 4, Leah Hudick, freshman. Number 5, senior Ava Sabrin. Number 6, senior Ariel Brischow, captain. Number 8, Kennedy Henderson, sophomore. Number 9, junior Sophia Generalovic, captain. Number 12, sophomore Lauren Koss. Number 13, freshman Delaney Ankleys. Number 23, freshman Juliana McDougall. Number 25, sophomore Eliana Thompson. And number 26, senior Mary Brandt, captain. The Poland Lady Bulldogs are coached by head coach Neil Huda. He is assisted by Greg Maurer, Becca Thomas, and Skylar Huda. Would you please rise and kindly move your caps for the playing of our national anthem?
All right. Welcome to Steel Valley Soccer. We got a good game for you. Starting a little early, trying to get out of the rain, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here. Last year I feel like we had almost perfect weather the entire season, and now we're 2 games in, and both of them have been rainy. But looking at the weather forecast from the weather predictors, looks like it's going to be clear after tomorrow for like a month straight.
Yeah. Looking at the referees, we had mentioned earlier, as former coaches, we know a lot of the current referees could not place the 3 gentlemen that are out there tonight.
Yeah, maybe they're getting some new influx of people in. Maybe they're moving people around from area to area. But see what they can do out there. Before we get started, I'd like to say West Branch and Poland played last year. West Branch won 3-1 since 2013. The 2 teams have played 9 times, and they're 3-3-3 against each other. That was 2 times West Branch beat Poland in the regular season and the playoffs. So last year, West Branch was 15-1-3, made it to the regional semifinals. Poland was 18-4. They made it to the regional finals, so they lost to Manchester there. They were 18-4 last year.
Yeah, they had a heck of a team. Both teams, district champs from last year, so this is going to be a heck of a game. Hopefully a lot of people are tuning in at home.
Looking at this game as it gets started, West Branch plays a very simple yet effective brand of soccer, both offensively and defensively. It's right in front of you, nothing fancy, but they have a lot of players that play high percentage balls and always look in the right way, the right direction.
Not how you wanted to start, but probably could have been worse.
Right, and I think if you're Poland, I think the key to victory here is not letting them score in the first 10 minutes of the game or so. West Branch is a team that once they get rolling, they're hard to stop. And the better they play, the more confidence they play with, and you do not want to get behind when you're playing a team of West Branch's caliber. West Branch comes in this year with defending Miss 2022 Miss Youngstown Soccer Player of the Year, Bree Thomas. She plays in the central mid area for West Branch.
Yeah, I noticed she had a little bit of some tape around her hamstring earlier in warm-ups. Maybe just a precautionary thing.
Could be. You see everyone with tape on these nowadays.
It's one of those days, Dan. Other thing we see that everybody seems to have is one of those VO cameras they set up on the sideline, those little green triangle-looking things.
That's such a nice thing not to worry about as a coach who's going to videotape it if they're going to do a good job or not. That VO does a great job on its own.
And we got to give a hand out to Eric Simeone, our cameraman tonight.
We can start. Looks like West Branch is playing either a 4-4-2 or 4-3-3. Look, either way, if they're playing with 2 strikers, they're stacked. They got their 1 striker in between 2 of Poland's defenders.
That's number 9, Generovic. He's trying to get into the action for Poland. Pressure and ball high. It's Sophia Gregory, another tall number 9. It's going to be a battle today. Like you say, coach, can't put a straight run with a straight ball. Not going to work, huh?
Never work, nope. Must be diagonal straight or straight to diagonal. That's definitely a 4-3-3 coming out of the gate from West Branch.
Poland looks like they got 4 in the back as well, flat. They're doing the old Nike swoosh as you see it. Talking to Coach Ficco today, starting 2 freshmen. It's going to be interesting to see.
That's wild. A team that made it to regional semifinals, a powerhouse program in the area. Didn't graduate a whole lot, and they have 2 freshmen coming in, stepping in. That's a sign of good things still to come.
I hope I get this right. Number 8, Ellie Tucker, is one of the freshmen starting.
If you're pulling something you're looking for, you had defending playmaker of the year for Steel Valley Soccer, Ariana Daniels, who scored 25 goals and assisted 3 times last year. You're trying to figure out how to replace her because she just didn't play striker the whole time. She was a spark plug wherever she was. She was high energy, one of those great locker room people as well. Yeah, they do have some good players out there that can, that score goals. Ava Blinsky, unfortunately, is out for today. They have Sophia Generalovic, who scored 19 last year. So they have some good players. See how they start this year, though.
And as always, be on the lookout for the player of the game. Someone who impacted the game in a positive manner and helped get their team the result or the win. We just got word today that person is going to get a coupon for a free pizza from Papa John's.
Thank you to Papa John's for that. Starting out here, West Branch with a corner. That was a great ball in the space. I believe that was Chloe Dennison from the left wing playing it over the top of the right wing, finding that space between the outside defender and the center back. Ball was a little bit overplayed, but that was a great idea. Execution wasn't there, but you still get a corner kick, so Looks like they're starting with 3 players on the line here.
Look at that lineup.
4. There's 4 there.
Ah.
I went past everybody.
Yeah, nobody came out to get it. Number 23, Mirabella Beckett.
That was great backtracking right there by Samantha Knievel.
Conoval?
Yep.
We just got to be confident and stick with one of them, right?
Yeah.
Coach said that last week.
Looks like West Branch is playing with 1 pivot defensive mid in the middle of the field, and either 2 center mids or 2 attacking mids. And they have 3 great center mids in there. Look at that run by Dennison right there.
Now, West Branch normally on grass as a home field. Now they're on turf. A little bit of getting used to, or is this something they should be well aware of by now?
Oh, absolutely getting used to. You practice. I don't know where they practice at, but they probably practice on grass the whole time. Couple that with a wet surface, that ball's going to be moving way more than normal.
Yeah, we
Can
saw.
they get accustomed to it? Absolutely.
Yeah, we saw that on Friday in the boys' game, Ursuline versus Poland. All right, playing it up. It looks like a lot of possession here by West Branch. A little shaky, trying to get the clock right here for us. Combination play, Sophia Gregory surrounded by blue jerseys, looking to hit their target player. That's number 25 up top for the Bulldogs. That's Eliana Thompson, sophomore. That's what you want to see, possibly offsides. Yep. Center ref waves off his AR.
That was, again, another straight ball over the top to a straight run. If you're pulling, I would take that the whole game.
You know what you like to hear is everyone talking constantly. I remember I hated playing against teams that they were constantly talking because it was annoying, but they also were so super organized in that sense.
A lot of times if a team's talking, it starts with their goalie in the back. You hear a vocal goalie, and typically the whole rest of the team is vocal as well. You're right there. There's a lot of talking. I can't tell if it's just from the parents or what it is, but I do hear a lot of that.
We also got to think of a sound for goals. We don't have one yet this year. For when someone scores a goal, hit our sound effect button.
I vote for you just yelling goal for 15 seconds like a Mexican commentator.
Okay. This is a democracy. You get one vote. Coach, what do you think out there? What should we be screaming at it? Coach is trying to find his microphone there.
Well, so far you've only had 1 goal on the year, so I don't think you have to worry too much about it.
Okay, so 1 goal in the year. Yeah, we haven't had much to worry about. You got to put that back up to muted again, Coach. We want to hear all your commentary. All right, as always, we're here up in the press box comfortably. I don't feel any rain. I see a lot of people still with umbrellas out. Coach, can you tell if it's raining out there or not? It's not raining. They just have the umbrellas out just in case.
Keeping the clouds out of their eyes.
Yeah. Looked like an obstruction call. Referee was right there. Says nothing in it.
Tell you what, somebody you don't really want to body is Sophia Gregory.
No. Also, I want to say she was All-State in basketball and has a scholarship maybe to YSU for that.
You're absolutely right on that. Multi-sport athlete.
Yeah. You find a lot of that, especially you see that a lot of in smaller schools where one athlete, male or female, plays like 5 different sports. So far, the game being played on the left side of the screen, over in the Poland half of the field. I feel like that's kind of a frustration shot, maybe.
It is. I think it's getting that first one out of the way. Poland's just pushing numbers back defensively, and they're clogging up that middle. If you're West Branch, a little bit of possession on the outside of the wings will stretch those defenders apart and give you that ball, give you that open space in a more dangerous part of the field.
We see Coach Huda down there in his amazingly stylish pants. It's number 2, Allie Brammer, sophomore midfielder for West Branch. I know my eyes are getting bad, but I don't see Bree
She's on the ball.
on the ball.
Center back right now.
Right there. She had the ball. I'm looking up in front because normally that's where she plays. They got her as like a...
Yeah, that's because you are a striker and you only see the goal
Yes.
when you're playing out there.
Defenders shouldn't be on the field. It looks like West Branch is trying to do the right thing, trying to keep possession, trying to get the ball around, but they're just kind of packed in there in the back. I wouldn't say park the bus, but they definitely are playing ultra defensive. If this was FIFA, they hit that left D-pad button a couple times to get it that way.
Ten minutes in, this is, I said one of the keys to the game for Poland was keeping West Branch on the back of the net the first 10 minutes. They did a good job of that. They only gave up one shot. It was a very low percentage shot. I'd like to see what they can do going forward here. They're kind of putting their striker out on an island. That's Eliana Thompson.
I like that they're letting them play. Nothing in it. People get knocked over every now and again. It's a contact sport. It's a good day for soccer. It's not too hot. Sun's not beating down on you. It's a little drizzle.
Yeah, you're not the dog days of summer here in August. This is not one of those days that feels like it's like below 70 degrees right now.
Oh, is she going to do it? One of them's going to do it. I had my finger on the Das Boot button.
I was wondering what you're talking about.
Kennedy Henderson, number 8, on the near side here.
Now, Poland did switch up. They had Ella Thompson playing like more of attacking mid role, and they had Generalovic playing strike. It looks like they kind of switched what they were doing there.
Yeah, you got to get all those syllables in.
Yeah, Poland also has Mary Brandt playing center back. She's an excellent defender. Just cleared the ball away right there. She's a senior captain. I believe she was second team all district, all conference. She may have been first team. She was all state, second team, all district, first team, and all conference.
Nice.
So you return your mainstay in the back. That's a great thing to start going for the new year.
We're about 13 minutes in, and we have a 0-0 score line. A couple shots, not really anything on goal, huh, Dan?
No, just the one.
Just the one frustration shot from about 30 out that didn't bother to keep her.
Yeah, I talked about this earlier. West Branch plays a very simple brand of soccer, and I would like to see their forward making more runs off the ball, towards the ball to create space. You see right now she's kind of in between both center backs, just clogging up space, but you want to see her make more space for herself.
I remember we played Maslin Jackson one year. They literally had their forward come and like tag our defender and then start checking back to the ball, like almost activating him and bringing him towards the ball and clearing up that space.
Yeah, that's one of the toughest things as a coach, to get players to realize that not every run you make is for yourself. Lots of runs are to open up space for another player behind you. If you can get everybody on the same page like West Branch the Blue does, Campfields and all of them do, good things will happen.
Now entering the game for West Branch, number 18, Eliza on first.
I like when announcers do that on the subs. Helps our job.
It took the words right out of my mouth.
You see number 21 there, Chloe Dennison. During the Cardinal Classic this summer, she had a couple of goals in the scrimmage we saw in the 40-minute scrimmage. looked really good here on this near side.
She's fast. She's skillful. She had 19 goals last year and 10 assists. She was first team all district and first team all conference as well.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
Did your homework on this game.
Das Boot.
They tried to go with the diagonal ball that time.
They tried. Everyone saw it coming, including Poland. Goalie played a high line, grabbed it right at the edge of the 18.
50-50 ball, who's got it?
Ground.
Secondary ball, who's got it? Tertiary ball, who's got it?
That was Bree Thomas again stepping up. I don't know, maybe have they floated her back here for this season? Or she's playing somewhere out of position. Maybe they have an injury somewhere.
That's not Bree Thomas, son.
Center back.
Number. I see where. I have this obstruction. See, that's why I didn't see the defenders. What's that, coach? A lot of space. This could be a dangerous play here. They got numbers up. Yeah, Bree Thomas in the back.
Yeah.
Now, speculating commentator, I'd have to imagine that she has that injury, although she was warming up normal in pregame.
Almost looks like a cut, to be honest with you.
It's pretty heavily wrapped,
It's
that right
above her
quad.
knee. Yeah, it's above her knee, so.
But, maybe that's why they want her in the back. Just first half, maybe it's like a boxing match. You kind of feel out your opponent a little bit.
Yeah.
Having her back there, Coach Ficco knows nothing's getting past.
That's Konoval on the ball. She's been on the ball a lot for West Branch at that defensive mid spot.
Ooh. And
Offsides, not offsides?
well, the ball never got to her.
Yeah.
And I also don't think she was offsides.
Yeah.
It was just great timing. Great timing.
Again, about halfway through the first half, it's been mostly all played in Poland's defensive half, and I really want to see West Branch try to utilize more space outside the middle of the field because they're making it very easy for Poland to defend. They're just putting everybody just inside the numbers because the ball hasn't gone the outside a whole lot.
Yeah. Now look at
There it
21
is.
Chloe Dennison. Look how narrow she
Yep.
is.
If she started her run wider, that would have opened up space for her forward to make that run. That play was there.
And the opposite on the other side.
Yeah.
You see, I can't tell, but the winger's out very, very wide, allowing space in the middle to I think that's number 2, Allie Brammer.
It's Allie Singer playing right back, one of the freshmen for West Branch. It's a good ball in.
Keeper. That's one of the things Poland has going for them going into this 2023 season is their goalie is top notch.
Yeah. Leanne Williams, I think she impressed us last year when we came and saw her in that Canfield game. She's very vocal back there.
Mm-hmm.
But these center mids from West Branch is eating those Poland, outlet balls up, not giving them any space to make a decision or do anything they want with it.
This is where I don't think you're going to test her too much. That was Samantha Konoval.
Yeah, we saw Addie Masters last year score a goal from about that far away.
That's true. That's
was
very true.
That was a heck of a shot.
And we have the advantage of having almost a bird's eye view of this. And we could see exactly where the ball should go, who has space. But when you're there and you're kind of tunnel vision looking at the play in front of you, it's tough to kind of recognize it without taking a peek first. Some errant passing to start the game off with. As we are entering the lull of the game, we want to thank some of our sponsors, our gold level sponsors, Baird Brothers and North Jackson Hydraulics. Thank you to those 2 gold member sponsors.
Das Boot.
Not a lot of action for the West Branch keeper.
No, I don't think we've seen her early in 2 years watching them play. We haven't seen her had to do too much at all. I was wondering myself. I'm assuming she's pretty good. Fortunately for her team, she hasn't had to prove it yet.
At least not in this game yet. Entering the lull, when people start to get a little tired, focus gets lost. You're halfway from the start of the game as you are to halftime. Nice turn, nice play. He's found someone to feet.
Allie Brammer on the ball. Again, that's Ellie Tucker right there for West Branch. It's never someone you want to kick it to with open space. Hit a little bit of the field there, Sophia Gregory.
Yeah. Another shot on goal, though. Yeah, watch the shot is right. She can... Oh, there it is. Left-footed. Didn't look like she put a lot of oomph under it, but that thing was moving.
Who's number...
26 is Lauren Gossett. Lots of time and space. They don't seem to be challenging, though, West
No.
Branch. They do. Like, I'm all for passing around teams and distributing the ball, but every now and again, if you got the space and nothing's really happening, be a little adventurous with the ball.
Right, they got to get a little more creative to get a decent look at goal here. I don't know if it's just a filling out the turf for first game of the season. Don't know. But they got a lot of talent. Something tells me they'll figure it out before the end of this game here. I will say West Branch looks incredibly organized in the back. Of course, it's easy to look that way when Poland has everybody back.
He missed the gospel.
Das Boot.
It was a little late on that one.
It's crazy to think about first game of the season as a player as opposed to a coach. As a player, I literally could not wait for that first game. Not saying I didn't as a coach, but it brings a whole lot of different stresses on you. Like, did we prepare enough? And you circled the first game of the season, the very first off-season meeting. Say you're working for this, and here comes the time to start playing. Did I prepare? Did we prepare? Stuff like that.
Well, on top of all that, as the head coach, like Coach Huda hosting here tonight, are the goals in place? Do we have corner flags? Are the refs all paid and
Ball boys.
accounted for? Do we have ball boys? Do we have enough game balls? Are the lights going to come on? What happens if there's like rain or a tornado like there was the other day?
Yeah. Are the game balls inflated to the proper PSI like they always check?
Does everybody have the right jersey? Did they bring?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got the black soccer lines here. A little hard to see on the far side. As you might be hearing in your living room right now, we got Poland's boys team here cheering on the girls. Ooh. I think had she played it to the near player to feet
Right.
and had her two-touch turn and shoot, it would have been really good. The one thing we do not want today, Dan, what is that?
A 0-0 draw.
Yeah, very good.
I'm sure you'd ask both coaches. Of course, they want to score a goal. They want to win, but I guess 0-0 is better than a loss. But as far as us and viewers, I want to see a little bit more offense.
Looks like Poland's connecting some passes together here. They just can't get that final spot done. Yeah, there's another Das Boot, too.
No, and you're kicking it right to Mary Brand, who's not going to let that ball go past her.
That's another one. Again, you put your head down and you just kind of pass to a spot you think someone's at.
Yeah.
Or you see the people standing on the side waiting to win the game, and you think they're on the field.
Right, that was Ariel Grishow for Poland. You saw her as soon as she made it. She was pretty mad at herself. Sometimes you try to do one thing and you see something else in the background. You split the difference and do half of each.
Correct. I do that a lot with words that I say.
7.
I was thinking of two and combine them into one.
It's another good turn by Gregory.
Just outside the reach, 24. Is that Maddie Klingensmith? Ball must be slick. We're having some like easy traps that aren't getting done properly, and maybe some jitters too. I want to thank District Supervisor Kyle Betts again for those free pizzas to player of the game. So far, it's almost impossible to figure out who we would make as one.
That was Eliana Thompson for Poland there battling for the ball. That's a tough assignment Poland striker has right now. Playing alone, a lot of times no one 20 yards connected to her. 3-on-1. You asking that person to hustle and make something out of nothing a lot of times.
If they could just, and I think a lot of it for West Branch right now is timing. They're rushing just a little bit.
I completely agree with you.
Now, if someone can control the ball, hold it for a split second without losing it, allows people to get in position a little easier.
That's Katie Schroeder, right wing. She's a freshman. Right now they got 2 freshmen playing on the same side of the field. I'm on the right side. That could have to, that could be a little bit of the causation of the rushing right now. Well, West Branch look like sharks right there waiting in the water.
Going out for a throw in, West Branch.
I do feel, though, that looking at Gregory and Konoval, they're both playing a little bit higher up the field, so I think the possession for West Branch is starting to move up a little bit higher up the field. Maybe they'll open up some more lanes for them to spring a run forward.
This could be dangerous.
That was a heck of a tackle right there from Poland's defender. I didn't get to see the number.
No, she's limping a little after that shot. I can see that.
I think that's Leah Hudak. She's a freshman. That's who that is.
Oh, which I'm pretty sure is the daughter of Joe Hudak. I think I see in the stands not too far long ago. Former coach at Girard and at Fitch.
Oh, I had it my freshman year.
All right.
This is the most possession Poland's had on the West Branch's side.
Now, a quick counter here would probably catch them on their heels. Oh, she's got her open. She's onside. Oh, she could have just kept it to her on the ground. Some speed there. I didn't see the number up top. Is that possibly 26?
That was number 12. Kennedy Berger. Good
thing I'm not a referee. There we go. They're getting a little, just that final pass, that if they put a little better pace on it, not too far, not too short.
Right. I do wonder if West Branch slides Bree Thomas up a little bit in the second half, just to kind of slow things down, trying to be the general out there. Are they doing it right now? Yeah, it looked like moved her to defensive mid. Gregory came out.
And just on cue. Ooh, calm under pressure. Nice play. Our first touch failed her on that one, but nothing too bad. That's what we need to get, one of those wheeled carts down there. Lug all this stuff up and down.
I thought you meant to lug yourself around. Yeah, West Branch does have space in the middle of the
Das
field.
Boot.
Sorry, Dan. I think going into halftime in about 8.5 minutes, Poland is going to be happy with the 0-0 at the time.
Definitely they're happy with the score. I'm sure they're not. Coach Hudak's Huda's not going to be very happy about his lack of offensive threat. But for sure, keeping a team like West Branch out on the back of the net for a half is, like you said, pretty good. And Poland keeps a very straight line there, too. There's nobody lagging back, which is good and bad at the same time. But it sounds like they're on the same page, which what a ball.
That's a great ball. It's a great shot. Another shot on goal for West Branch. How many they got, Dan?
6 shots, 3 of them have been on net. Again, none of them have been a great scoring chance, but wet ball, anything can happen.
Correct. All from outside the 18. It's a good battle.
It's a freshman Hudak from Poland.
You know what I haven't seen yet?
3/4 length pants.
Other than that, no ball has ever hit those VO tripods. Those things are about 15, 20 feet in the air. Ball's never hit one since I've been watching.
Tell you what, when I was playing, if they had to put it about 20 yards to the right of the goal, offensively, we'd have probably smacked the heck out of it.
Every time someone from West Branch gets the ball with any type of space, they look up, there's about 4 or 5 defenders surrounding them.
Right. Again, I'm surprised. I think it's a freshman number 7, Katie Schroeder. Keep those runs wider. Give you more space to make those runs in.
There's so many, I'm just going to stop hitting the button.
Yeah, West Branch was playing with an extra person there. Gregory went on. Luckily for her, the refs did not see it.
Now, from what I remember, if that's the case, does the coach get a yellow as well?
Yes. Just like if a player's wearing jewelry, sometimes the coach gets it as well.
Nice move. Unfortunate pass.
General Lovich. I'm sorry.
6.
As Grishow.
If she was wider, she'd be running onto
Yep.
that one, yeah. Someone said it.
Yep.
Someone knows.
There's another boot.
Uh,
I think that's Zoe Sanders in goal for West Branch. I think it's 3 balls she's had to pick up at the edge of the 18. That's about all the work she's had to do.
Oh, here we go. Oh,
It's an unlucky first touch right
that
there.
really a better first touch, and she's going right at the top of the 18, right center frame.
You presented this question to start the game at home on grass. Is that touch working out for her there?
We're under 5 minutes to go until we hit the halftime mark. Does Poland have a shot?
They do not.
So, if this was a boxing match, first half would definitely go to West Branch. Unless something crazy happens in the next 4 minutes.
Yeah, it's probably been 70-30 minimum possession and possession for West Branch. And we talked about earlier, I do think West Branch is like just a step off going forward. They've been a little bit more creative the past 20 minutes than they were the first 20. But they're still lacking just that final touch into space, that final touch before they want to go in goal. As you're a coach, those are things you can work on, though. See if West Branch tries to hurry this throw up. Looks like they got Gregory playing right wing, maybe striker. That's a great ball. Open space for Bree Thomas. It's Gregory on the ball. Great job right there from Grishow in the back. Hurst and Tucker from West Branch. Thompson running down from Poland. Tucker with a great play right there to keep it going forward. Gregory with the ball. Showed a little bit too much of the ball to the defender. I believe that's number 12, Lauren Cross, in the back for Poland. She's been playing a heck of a game as well. Her and Mary Brandt together. Poland has a very sound foundation with Grishow defensive mid, Mary Brandt, and Lauren Koss in the back.
Might have been a foul there.
Yeah, Hudak stepped into that.
But it's not a foul if they don't call it, right?
I don't think Kunaval had any idea she was coming in from behind there.
2 minutes remaining in the half.
Corner.
That'll be West Branch's third corner of the game. And if you're West Branch, you see right there the ball got played just to the edge of the box, and Poland's keeper kind of muffed it a little bit. You put that in your back pocket and you realize maybe put the ball in that area. Make her make a play where she's not comfortable at. Completely different corner kick setup this time for West Branch.
Yes, it is. Looks like they're going to go short and wide.
Is there any other target other than Gregory out there right now?
Oh! There it is, right on cue. And on that one, you have Generalovic, who's usually kind of like her counterpart there, was not in the game at the time.
No.
Just came in on a sub.
That's a good find there. I didn't see who played that ball in there from West Branch. That was a fantastic ball in. If you're Poland, you got to know that's the main target out there. And with all that being said, that was a fantastic header from Gregory to put that into the corner of the net. That's a hard technique to do, to direct that ball like that. And they just moved her up to striker about 3 minutes ago. That's one of those things as a coach. You kind of pat yourself on the back. You make a sub. You try to, you pull the strings a little bit and it works out.
Yeah, it looks like they, high tide rises all ships. They put
Bree Thomas up a little bit.
and then Gregory up even further. Well, and on a corner kick, she was going to be up anyway.
We'll see now West Branch getting this late goal. If you're Poland, that's a real punch to the gut. Almost the whole entire half, what you want. Now you're going to have to go a little bit more for broke in the second half.
30 seconds left. They want another one. Blood's in the water. They come in pairs.
Yep. A little bit ambitious right there from West Branch.
About half the umbrellas are down out there, I see.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
All right, at the half, West Branch 1, Poland 0.
Your score at halftime is West Branch 1, Poland 0. Ladies and gentlemen, our concession stand is serving pepperoni rolls, hot dogs, and drinks. Please support Poland soccer by patronizing our concession stand. Thank you.
I can get you another tripod.
No, we're all right. It's just that for whatever reason, that thing is just really, it does not want to tighten at all. The whole thing's turning and spinning, so it's not really
You're good.
that might be, there we go. I got it on this thing in the front. It's definitely tightened. So maybe that'll let me keep this from wobbling.
I'm not sure what tightens what. You want to start tightening and untightening shit. That tightens the whole thing.
Yeah, keep it close what you want, right? I see what's going on.
This will happen for Chris in here. I don't know how to do the thing.
It just like,
I know you're
it kept like fluctuating up and down. I just want to swivel. I don't want it going up and down.
And that's the thing we need to do too. We got a wire issue that's lagging just a little bit choppy.
I feel like this thing should not be moving. This should be moving right here.
There, right here. Good. Absolutely.
There we go. That's it.
Is that the right?
Up here. Well, when you get a chance, this will make it level. Once you get level,
Right. Well, once we go back in the second half, I'll work on that part.
use that top part to touch stuff because I know my fingertips will be corner.
I'll leave it right here.
Colin, you know how you owe me $4? You trying to give me some chump change? Wow! Wow! Look at that gun. I got $2. TC was like, don't. I would love to.
Once again, our concession stand is selling pepperoni rolls, hot dogs, candy, and drinks. Please support Poland soccer by patronizing our concession stand. Thank you so much.
Yeah. What? I think so.
All right, as we're coming back from halftime, Dan, what do you think? Give us some of the stats.
All right, first half, I'd say possession conservatively 75-25 in favor of West Branch. West Branch has 8 shots, 4 on goal, 3 corner kicks, and their only goal came on a corner kick with a minute to go in the first half. Poland has yet to register a shot or a corner kick. So we'll see what they change up going forward in the second half.
Yep. It's pretty basic stuff. We know what we saw, and
you know, last year Poland played. I have written down how does Poland play the contenders? They played Howland, Canfield, and West Branch last year. I think not that there isn't any other good teams out there, but they played the 3 main and they lost all 3 last year. So we'll see how they do this year against the mainstays in the girls' side.
Mm-hmm. I saw Howland girls had a pretty nice result there against Hoover the other day. 1-0.
Yeah. Right now that Hoover team's beating Austintown Fitch 1-0.
The other score that we have, Dan, what was it?
That was Lordstown 10. This is boys' side. Lordstown 10, East Palestine 1.
Yeah, that's.
I believe those are co-ed teams.
I believe so as well. And as a coach, that's exactly how you want to win. 10 goals.
Yeah, Bree Thomas again starting in the back. Looks like Generalovic is playing striker right now for Poland.
Yeah, I believe it. I want to say that's where she was last year as well, alongside with Ariana Daniels.
And Ava Blinsky. Yeah, that Ava Blinsky injury right now could be a big miss right now for Poland.
And these are both well-coached teams. You could see them trying to do the right thing, just not having the ability just yet. As I say that, they just give it Das Boot. Is that Mary Brandt there?
Yeah, Brandt giving that ball to the weight room now. That was Lauren Gossett running it down for West Branch.
Yeah, lots of speed there.
I'd like to see her get more involved in the second half here. Maybe not just her in general. I'd like to see West Branch get her involved.
Ooh. Could be a turned ankle there, trying to hit it left-footed. A little slip on the wet turf. She got up quick, though.
I mean, you're a fast player like Dennison. I would assume that happens quite often.
Mm-hmm. Another thing that happens is you feel that turn a little bit. You're like, oh, I felt this before, and it's been really bad. And then you realize, oh, it didn't feel that bad. It was just the initial scare.
And normally it'll hurt worse tomorrow morning.
The older we get, Dan. It feels like, I know it's only been 2 minutes, but it feels like both teams are getting more space than they were in the first half.
Yeah, it could be. You know, coaches saw what they were seeing out there, and they made some changes out there. Also, maybe that first half got a little bit of rust out of the way. Starting to push the will into the game a little bit more.
Just look at the white jerseys in the middle of the field, how much space there is. If she turns and is able to get it to Sophia Gregory, she doesn't have anyone 20 yards around her.
Don't know, was that a handball called on Poland? I did not see what happened there.
I'd have to imagine so. Not too many other. It wasn't a foul.
What a step, too, right there by Gregory.
50-51, second ball 1.
That was Mirabella Beckett for West Branch stepping up right there.
I'd like to see the bench getting into it, cheering on their team.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, what a shot.
There's another one. From distance. 2-0.
That
35 minutes.
You got a button for that?
I do. Oh my God. I totally forgot. We do have a better button for that.
Top net is the best net.
There it is. And this is where it came out last year when Addie Masters hit the top net as well. That was a heck of a strike from Dennison. Obviously, that ankle's feeling pretty good right now.
Yeah. Turned and now, as if you're West Branch, you're up 2-0. It's kind of comfortable. You start to pull the dogs into the back and make sure nothing gets through. Keep that shutout.
Yeah. At the same time, Poland hasn't really shown you anything going forward. I think they're going to smell blood in the water. And I said earlier, when West Branch gets rolling, they are hard to stop. And we'll see now if the game opens up a little bit more for them, if Poland starts pushing numbers forward. Yeah, I would say, though, they're going to keep Bree Thomas at center back right now.
Oh, yeah. She's not going anywhere. And that's one thing. She could have easily just played the way she faced, turned, played it to Bree Thomas. Bree Thomas would have distributed from there. Instead, she tried to turn to the short side of the field where she only had about 2 feet of space.
Right. I could be. She's a freshman. It could be a freshman mistake. I think these upperclassmen from West Branch will kind of guide her the right way. That's a dangerous ball. Worked out. Oh, first touch did not, but I think that was Berger right there. Or Berger, sorry. As a coach, you never want to see your player play it back across the middle of the field like that.
Yeah. She hits that player in the middle. It's just some growing pains there.
That was Mary Brandt looking for Thompson.
Yeah, got to conserve your energy on that. There's no way she was getting to that. I agree with her.
You have one of the best lines. That's a run you always hate to make.
Man, that close down speed from Thomas was something else. I mean, it still went over for the corner kick, but corner kick for the Bulldogs. I believe they're first. Let's see. I lied. It was a goal kick. It looked like a corner kick to me too, but what do I know? Ooh. Oh, she's back up. Is that 14?
I think it's Maddie Klingensmith, number 24.
24. Yep, now I see it. You know what we need to invest in is some binoculars.
Or LASIK for you. Checking in for her is number 2, Allie Brammer, sophomore.
How many of these players do you think have like a nickname associated with their number? Like, for instance, when we did Friday, Gage Sidoris was number 12. He was 12 gauge. I thought that was pretty sweet. Do you think any of these, like Country Brammer? The Nelly song?
If it's not, it should be. But
Maybe we just started it for her.
You think of the strangest things during the middle of a game. I like that, though. Was that a nickname you gave him, or was that a nickname he took himself?
No, he had it himself.
That's nice.
Post-game interview, I asked him about it, and he goes, yeah, I did that on purpose. Like, that's pretty cool. At the win, can she pick out a teammate? Kind of does. Kind of didn't. Still there, throw. I lied.
First week, jitters.
Yeah, we are getting all the ugly out these first couple games. We'll be in mid-season form soon. Hopefully we'll get...
Another dangerous ball played across. I'm surprised she skipped that line. Skip Konoval.
It's a nice ball. It's a nice turn. She's past her if she could play it up ahead. That would have been a great dummy if 25 Thompson was knew about it.
Right. Just a half step off from making that work.
Not a lot off the ball movement here.
Ball slipped out of the hand there on the throw-in.
That's staying in. It's a lot of speed up top.
Yeah.
Is that 26?
Lauren Gossett. I'm willing to bet that Mary Brandt back there thought she had more time initially, and then all of a sudden that time was gone.
Can she beat her one-on-one? Kind of. It must be slick out there. That's about the third time, especially on the far side in that corner. Left foot coming again.
That was a good shot right there. That whole 2-minute sequence there when West Branch had the ball, that was great work. A lot of 1-2 touch, a lot of triangles around the ball, a lot of not watching your pass. That's one thing you try to get your kids not to do is after they pass it, to watch it. They're passing it, making overlapping runs around.
Yeah, we were kind of silent as it went down. It's nice to watch. I know as a forward, sometimes in a game like this for Poland, if you're Generalovic, you really want to get involved into the game. You start dropping further and further towards the middle of the field and not so much pressing up on their defenders.
That was great backtracking right there from West Branch.
Nice trap.
You see she called everybody else off of that before she trapped it. Cost for Poland right there. Great outlet ball, center back.
It seems like both teams are just a couple steps away from it looking really nice. We could attribute that to being the first game or being, you know, a little wet conditions.
I think that West Branch switched to a 4-4-2 this second half. I was going to say that their style of play, I don't want to say cheese pizza because that's a bit insulting, I do believe, but their style of play, like I said, is simple. They keep it in front of them. I think a 4-4-2 suits them very well. Plus, it gives you a second option up top.
Agreed. Here we go. She looked up. She had about 3 defenders all standing in a row in front of her. Who's that with the ball? That's
Chloe Dennison.
Yeah, she's got the pink shoes. Or orange. I might be colorblind too. LASIK might really be in my future.
Those are pink. If you're pulling so far, there's a lot you could build off this. It might be 2-0, but there's sometimes you got to tip your cat. Tip your cap to the other team. The other team can make a play, and the 2 goals you've given up were a wonderful corner kick from Sophia Gregory putting it in, and Chloe Dennison with about a 35-yard volley, perfectly placed in the top net. Other than that, I know they haven't had a whole bunch of offense, but defensively they played a very strong game in the back.
We're about 15 minutes into the second half, Dan. Who do you have as the player of the game in your book so far?
I would say Gregory right now, but Dennison's been creating a lot this second half.
That's kind of where I'm at, too. Yeah, it kind of stinks that we do look at the goal scorers more.
Yeah,
and they are the play opportunity makers. But the defense has been stellar, too. I mean, not even a shot on goal for Poland.
Right. I know Bree Thomas in the back. That whole defensive line from West Branch has done a good job, but they really haven't been asked to do a whole lot at the same time.
Very true. As well as being the keeper.
We'll say, besides the goal that Gregory scored, she's been controlling the middle of the field, winning almost every 50-50 that comes within 10, 15 yards of her. And Dennison probably might have the most yards dribbled with the ball at her foot this game as well.
Poland can put one up on the board. It's a whole different ball game. You just got to get that first one down.
Even though that pass right there from Grishow did not connect, you could tell by the way she played it. That was a great thought. Not everyone could see vision, trying to skip a line and get it back. That's a tough ball to play at the same time. But that was good vision to be able to see it.
That's where, as a coach, I would have to advise my defender there, hey, no one's around you. Take a controlling touch and definitely put it on someone from our team's foot.
Oh, mistake right there from West Branch. Don't say that very often.
Oh, it's a great ball in. Can she get to it?
Be a throw in from Poland.
Being the target player up there with your back to goal is a tough position to do, but she was able to get it outside wide, and it goes out for a throw. Another throw for the Bulldogs. This is the best offensive set they've had in a while.
Yeah, let's see if they can get a quality shot off of it. Yeah, corner kick, yeah.
Corner kick, Poland.
See what Poland does here on this setup. Surprised they're not pushing more people up, to be honest with you, down 2-0.
Yeah. And you could tell they probably wanted to go long to kind of do a little misdirect to get that Sophia Gregory to bite on the misdirect and then get her out of the way. She's a formidable person back there in anything that's played through the air.
Doing research last year, I did see that 60% of corner kicks are scored from near post plays, either directed in for a second chance or whatnot.
Saves it from being a corner. Nicely done by the freshman.
Now Poland's putting more numbers up.
Seems like they have a little bit of a younger team. Oh, Mary Brampton will take this over. I'm seeing number 6, and I'm calling him the wrong thing.
Grishow.
6 is Grishow. 26 is Brand. No, I had it right. For once.
That's because there was no color involved. Take a snapshot of that goal kick right there. That's something you don't see 3 years ago. 3 players standing on the box and 2 players standing inside their 18 waiting for the ball.
You took the words out of my mouth. Maffey trips me up a little bit. Is that a yellow line I see on the 5-yard line? It's got a little yellow in that white. I thought she was out past the line for a second, then I had to catch myself.
Yeah, I see something now. It's definitely not fully white.
Mm-mm. Oh, if you could just get a controlling touch first, I think this game will be a little more high scoring.
We're being told that line's like that for lacrosse.
Interesting. Stays in bounds.
Good job right there from Eliana Thompson, playing left wing right now.
A lot of time to turn. Keeps possession-ish. Nice one touch. Now she can control. Is that Eliana Lloyd, the freshman, controlling the ball there? Ooh. This will be a nice free kick for Poland.
Dangerous area. Here's a question for you. Do you put Gregory in the wall, or do you put her...
No,
center field?
I don't put her in the wall. If someone's skilled enough to get it up over the wall, they'll get it up over where she's standing. I put her over there to kind of do what she did on the goal for offense.
If you're Gregory, you kind of don't want to be always voluntold to be getting in the wall either.
Mm-mm.
It's a good strike. Off the
post.
Yeah.
That's a heck of a shot. That's their first shot on target.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is that on target?
If it hits the frame, yeah. Is it?
I don't think it is.
No, because it wouldn't have been a goal. Yeah. You make a good point. Very well done.
That was a heck of a strike, though.
Yeah. 1 foot closer to the net, and that's a goal. They're celebrating. It's 2-1, and this game just got a lot more interesting. But instead, we are 2-0.
Right.
14 minutes and about 35 seconds left.
Now, is Poland pick up the pressure, or is West Branch taking their foot off the gas a little bit?
I'm going to assume it's a little bit of both, which kind of plays in the West Branch. That's a great ball back. Touch, shot, redirect maybe. Out for the corner. Another shot on target.
Good save from Leanne Williams right there.
Absolutely, keeping it close. 18 minutes left in the game. 2-0. Corner kick for the Warriors.
Corner kick, West Branch.
Looks like they're setting up for like a flying V here.
Yeah, little 2 go first, 3 run off their runs. Yeah.
It's a good ball.
Way to keep it alive.
And again, they're looking for Gregory there.
Mm-hmm. Which is exactly what I would do. Wouldn't constitute that as a shot from 45 yards out.
Sorry. Pulling, putting it back in on him. It'll be another throw in, almost from the same exact spot for West Branch. About the 20-yard line on their own half. West Branch again putting it up. Poland's, oh, great turn right there from General Lovich. Playing it off to Eliana Thompson. Nice tic-tac-toe passing here. General Lovich with the shot, deflected. Goes just a little bit wide of the net. Zoe Sanders with a sure-handed grab there.
Yeah, we got a little technical difficulties there with the phone, but we'll get it together. Working out our cobwebs.
Looks like now Poland's keeping all three of their winger strikers on the defensive line of West Branch. Bree Thomas so sure-footed going forward.
And that's a great ball. Just happened to miss the target.
Again, we talked about earlier, Bree Thomas has not had to do a lot, but you could tell the quality of player she is just by the way her patience on the ball and that pass she just picked out right there.
If you watched her just there where she turned and had kind of like a surprise defender right there on her and she was able to 2-3 touch right past him, that's why you have her back there.
It's like one of those moments in the like the Matrix when everything slows down. You can feel like you're seeing things a lot faster than everybody else.
Probably like our video is right now. Looks like, did they bring Dennison over here to the near side now?
Yeah.
I don't know if you said that or not, Dan. Sorry if I did.
Nope.
13:38 left to go in the second half. We have Poland 0, West Branch 2.
Both West Branch's goals came from unbelievable plays by them. A corner kick in the last minute of the first half. Headed home by Sophia Gregory. Then Chloe Dennison with the 30-yard, 35-yard volley 5 minutes into the second half. Shots right now are 11-3 in favor of West Branch. Poland has one shot on goal. West Branch has 7.
That's a great ball in. Can she get to it? Everyone's there. So's Leanne Williams. Nicely done.
I can't say enough about Poland center backs and starting with their goalie back there. Mary Brandt, Lauren Koss. Excellent defensive pairing. And if you're a coach, those are things you want to start with the foundation to back up those three. You can't ask for anything more than that. I heard a player from Poland tell her teammate to let it go. I think you could have probably done that against any other opponent other than Chloe Dennison there.
Yeah. Coach Huda moving some pieces around. Right at her. Go figure. She goes a tire shoe.
That was perfect form of a header right there from Dennison. Good throw in to Gregory. If I had one criticism of West Branch, it's lack of creativity in the forward position. Not saying the forwards themselves are not being creative, just the way they're playing. You're not really asking them to do a whole lot than just occupy space and run when the ball's kicked to you.
Yeah. A little more connected, a little more facing the pass and then controlling it in two-touch away instead of letting the ball roll out in front of you and just being faster than the next person.
I'd say from goalie up to that point, they are premier in the area. You know, top 1, top 2, and everything. I think in order to take that next step echelon, you know, to pass up Canfield, who's had their number the past several years in the playoffs, they got to try to figure out a way to be more creative going forward with that forward spot.
I agree. That attacking third is a lot of creativity needs to be done there. Just over 10 minutes left.
But to West Branch's, you know, they don't need to do that. They still generate just enough offense without doing that kind of stuff because of their studs in the middle of the field. That was a great move right there from General Lovich. Great outlet ball right there from Mary Brandt.
What you want to see, connecting some passes, and then eventually just gets through.
Goalie choosing not to pick that up.
It's that Kennedy Henderson, number 8 here on the near side. While the ball's out of play, let's talk about our sponsors. Armstrong Cable, Albaco Foundry, Bodine Perry, Papa John's, Allstate with Robert Fusco, Packer Thomas, and especially our gold sponsors, Baird Brothers. Sorry, got caught watching. And North Jackson Hydraulics. I'd say that was a foul.
I agree with you. I don't know who the referee was waving off there because he was waving off Poland's side. I think that was Tucker right there who made the run out. That was a heck of a run from West Branch. I think she came from the center back spot, too, to make that run. Again, thank you to all our sponsors. Without your help, we could not be here trying to put a spotlight on all these programs and kids and players that normally don't get talked about at all. Without your help and support, we would not be able to do what we're doing right now.
Well said. Look at just so much space, but no one's checking two. They're 26.
Gossett.
Yeah. If she's able to check two and create space, win it, and have that space that she just created to turn and attack that defender, you beat one person.
Right.
You're into goal with no one in front of you.
And she seems she's like a speedy player up there. And Berger, if they were to put those two stacked on top, you know, Berger is more of a target and her running making runs off, I think that'd work out great for them.
Now here's my question for you. That little rolling ball that went to her, is that a shot?
I have a paper here. It tells me what a shot is, but I would say absolutely not.
No,
absolutely not.
I agree with you, but I would also understand why someone would put that down as a save.
Right.
And you know how your shots on target and saves are supposed to match up.
Number 14, Grace Bates for West Branch, checking in for the first time tonight. I do believe.
Mm-hmm. Some more subs coming in. Now, this is a Poland team from last year that was prolific scoring. Kept to a shutout right now.
They had 3 players over 15 goals last year. Returning 2 of them, and unfortunately one of them's hurt today. Actually, they had 4.
Yeah.
Elliot Thompson had 16 as well.
Nah.
Yeah, now that I remember looking at that earlier.
Well, I tell you what, we're going to do something a little different here in the last 5 minutes. So in about 1:40, we're going to try to cut out the audio to see if it's, fix some of our video issues we might possibly be having, on the viewer side. So we want to thank all of our sponsors. We want to thank Poland High School Athletic Director Banfield for everything that you guys do when we come here. We feel more than welcome and set up our shop here. Player of the game, Dan?
Sophia Gregory.
Sophia Gregory. She's going to get the shirt, the stickers, the patch, the pin to put on her Letterman's jacket, the free pizza.
And a shout out on her social media.
Absolutely.
It's not just because of the goal she scored. She's affected the game in multiple ways. Chloe Dennison was very close to that. Bree Thomas as well.
Look at that ball. That's an absolutely fantastic ball. Just a bit wide. So, we're going to keep the video feed going. We're going to cut off the audio here. It might just be simple audio. It might change for you a little bit at home, but that's normal for us. So, thank you so much.
Keep doing what you do.
The last 25 minutes have been bad. First 20 was flopping around, but this one, just not.
Stay with it.
Chris says he's not jittery at all. Chris says he's not jittery at all.
That's not that big. That's enough that last year to get the advanced chemical.
All right, we're back. Experiment done well. I guess nobody was really experiencing the jitteriness. It's just here as we're filming it.
Yeah. That's a good thing to hear.
Great thing to hear. I'm schwitzing over here.
What?
Schwitzing.
Okay. Well,
not 100% sure what that word means. I just know it's appropriate here.
Don't need to Google it or anything.
I haven't hit every button here yet this year. I will by the end of the season.
Lucky us.
Still the favorite. Still, which of the two goals do you think this one's for?
Top net is the best net.
Of course, Dennison's goal.
Of course.
And this field is where where I said it the first time when Addie Masters put that in the top net, and then Greg Mitchell, I think that same week, not Greg, Landon Mitchell, the same week, I think, put it in as time expired for Boardman.
And you weren't there, but Grace Vilwalk from Howland, when we were at the Howland-Salem game, she hit upper top net. Here we go. Oh, offside. I do not like that rule.
No, call it right away.
Yeah. Save her the running, save a possible collision.
Yeah, I want to know a statistic of how many injuries have came from that call before that rule was implemented and after.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Because you're told to play till you hear the whistle, right?
Absolutely.
So why would you not? the powers that be.
Yeah, I understand giving it like a 2 or 3 count. Like,
Mhm.
okay, let me just double check, see if she actually goes towards the ball. If she's the one that's offsides, we're calling offsides. But waiting until she touches the ball down 40 yards down the road. Not a fan of that rule. As the crowds start to disperse.
Minute and a half left. I'd say in this game, Poland I thought played much better in the second half, more open. Again, I don't know if that was West Branch taking their foot off the gas, but Poland definitely had a better showing in the second half offensively.
100%. And missing a key player.
Yeah.
Missing players from last year to graduation. First game of the year. And we saw this last year when they lost to Canfield.
Yeah.
They rattled off like 7 or 8 wins right after that.
Yeah, I'll never forget Coach Huda last year after the game says, "We will be back. We will be better."
Yeah.
And he wasn't lying.
Yeah.
And again, aside from those 2 great plays from West Branch, Poland defensively has played an excellent game. Then we're going to try to check out the West Branch Canfield game later in the year.
Mm-hmm. And possibly in a week from now, West Branch at Howland will be a good one. But for those of you listening at home, we will also be at JFK at Canfield in 2 days. So tune in Wednesday to see JFK come down and take on Canfield. That's going to be an amazing game.
That's something 2 years ago you told me that would have been a premier matchup. I'd have laughed, but JFK has really put themselves on the map this year.
Absolutely. Shout out to Coach Ladenko and all the efforts for him and his staff doing well over there at Warren.
Yeah, and this could be Canfield's year. They return almost everybody from last year's team, so looking forward to that game.
All right, so as time expires, this is Poland 0, West Branch 2. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you to our sponsors, and we'll see you guys on Wednesday.